But based on my own reporting, you had some concerns about whether the feds would seize these tests when you brought them over from South Korea. Is that true? Were you concerned that the federal government would try to take those tests out of your hands?
Was a little bit of a concern about trying to get these things in. It was a very complicated process. We spent about 22 days and nights dealing with this whole transaction with Korea. We dealt with the Korean embassy and folks at the State Department in Korea, 8 different state agencies, and our scientists on both sides trying to, figure out these tests. And then at the last moment, I think 24 hours before, we got sign off from the FDA and Border and Customs to try to make sure that we landed this plane safely. We made sure it landed at BWI Airport instead of Dulles. So it's the first time a Korean Air passenger plane has ever landed at Baltimore Washington International Airport. We landed it there with a large contingent of Maryland National Guard and Maryland State Police because this was an enormously valuable payload. It was like Fort Knox to us because it was going to save the lives of thousands of our citizens. And there had been reports of, for example, in Massachusetts, Governor Charlie Baker told the story of his plane load that came in with masks was basically confiscated by the federal government, and he had to then get Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, to fly a second mission with a private plane to try to bring some of that equipment in. There were a couple of other states that had similar stories. So we were just making sure that that was so important to us that we wanted to make sure that that plane took off from Korea safely, landed here in America safely, and that we guarded that cargo from whoever might interfere with us getting that to our folks that needed it.
The National Guard protecting tests. Is the National Guard in Maryland still protecting those tests?
They are. The National Guard and the state police are both guarding these tests at an undisclosed location. These things are being distributed. They're helping us distribute the tests. They're also helping in all kinds of other humanitarian needs. We have about 1,300 members of the Maryland National Guard who've been activated, another 800 that are kind of on standby, ready for activation within an 8-hour period. But they've been just tremendous. They're helping us distribute supplies and PPE, helping us with the distribution of those tests. They're helping provide meals for hungry kids. I mean, they've just done an incredible job, and we're utilizing them. These are citizen soldiers that are really stepping up to help their fellow citizens in need.
Team, subscribe for more of these type of videos.